Hi friends, today we are going to learn about carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, what are the carbohydrates? So in this video we learned about what are the carbohydrates, the function of carbohydrates, sources of carbohydrates, classification of carbohydrates and importance of carbohydrates. So first we go with a brief introduction of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the biological molecule which are involved in the biochemical activities or biochemical reaction of a living organism. So carbohydrates occur abundantly in living organism. They are found in all organism in almost all part of the cell. Carbohydrate play both structural and functional role. It is the main constituent of cell wall in plants and microorganisms. Simple carbohydrates are the main source of energy in the cell. Now, here are some examples of these carbohydrates are cellulose of the wood, cotton, papers, starches present in the cereals, root tubers, cane sugar and milk sugar, all are the example of these carbohydrates. Now, the function of carbohydrates. These carbohydrates are the immediate respiratory substrate. Now, carbohydrate glucose is used as a immediate respiratory substrate. Glucose is a biomolecule which is carbohydrate in nature, and it is used as a immediate respiratory substrate. During glycolysis, glucose is broken down into pyruvic acid and it produces ATP, which is the source of energy for the living organism. So these carbohydrates are also used as an energy source. These carbohydrates are also involved in the transportation of material. They are also used as a cell-to-cell attachment in the form of glycoproteins and glycolipids. These carbohydrates are also used as a metabolites in a biochemical reactions, and they have also a structural components as well. The word carbohydrate literally means hydrated carbon. They are composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. The ratio of hydrogen and oxygen is same in carbohydrate as in the water. Now the general formula of these carbohydrates is CxH2OY, where the number of X and Y varies from 3 to many thousand. Chemically, carbohydrates are defined as polyhydroxyaldehyde and ketones or complex substances which on hydrolysis yield polyhydroxyaldehyde and ketone subunit. Now, what is the hydrolysis? Hydrolysis is a biological process involves the breakdown of larger molecule into the smaller one utilizing the water molecule. In hydrolysis, the water breakdowns, as the name mention that hydro mean water and lysis to break up down. Now the sources of carbohydrate. Green plants are the best source of carbohydrates and they produce carbohydrates, and they are the primary product of photosynthesis. What is the primary product of photosynthesis? Glucose is the primary product of photosynthesis in the presence of life. Now what is a photosynthesis? In the presence of light, in the presence of light, carbon dioxide and water combine to form glucose molecule, which are carbohydrate in nature. Now this glucose is the primary product which is used in living body to get the energy. Compound of plants are produced from carbohydrate by various chemical changes. These compounds are glycoprotein and glycolipid. These glycoprotein and glycolipids are also known as conjugate molecule. Because why they are called as conjugated molecule? Because they contain the portion of carbohydrate as well as the protein, and in glycolipid they contain the portion of glyco mean carbohydrates and lipids mean they contain a mixture of lipids and carbohydrates. So they are known as conjugated molecule. Glycoprotein and glycolipid have structural role in the extracellular matrix of animal animals and bacterial cell wall. Both these conjugated molecule are component of biological membrane. Now what are the biological membrane? The extracellular matrix of animal and bacterial cell wall are the biological membranes. Now the classification of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are called saccharides, derived from Greek word saccharon, meaning sugar. They are classified into three classes: monosaccharide, oligosaccharide and polysaccharide. As the name mentioned, mono means single sugar. They have only the one monomer. That's why they are known as monosaccharides. Now first of all we study about monosaccharides. Monosaccharides are simplest sugar. They are sweet in taste. They can be easily soluble in water. They contain carbon 3 to 7. They have carbon atom number is 3 to 7, and they cannot be hydrolyzed into simple sugars. Because they are itself the simplest sugar, and they cannot be hydrolyzed into the simplest sugar further. Their general formula is H2O, and the number of N stand for the number of carbon atom varies from 3 to 7. All carbon atom in monosaccharide except one have a hydroxyl group. Chemically, they are either polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketones. They remain carbon atom is either a part of an aldehyde group or a keto group. The sugar with aldehyde group is called aldo sugar, and with the keto sugar is known keto group is known as keto sugar. Now there is the aldo group, aldose. The functional formula of this aldose and ketose varies. Therefore they are named as aldose and ketose. Two trioses mentioned above are intermediate in respiratory and photosynthesis. Tetroses which contain carbon number 4 are rare in nature and occur in some bacteria. Pentoses contain carbon atom number 5, and hexoses contain 6 carbon atom are the most common. From the biological point of view, the most important hexoses is glucose, which is an aldose sugar. Glucose is the most important and abundantly found, and it is also a aldose sugar. It is also an aldose sugar. Most of the monosaccharide form a ring structure which when in solution, for example, ribose will form a 5-cornered ring known as ribofuranose, whereas glucose will form 6-cornered ring known as glycopyranose. Now you can see the monosaccharide. First of all, trioses contain only 3 carbon. Tetroses contain 4 carbon. Pentoses contain 5 carbon. Hexoses contain 6 carbon. Heptoses are the monosaccharide, contain 7 carbon. Here are the structure of some hexoses and pentoses. Glucose is the abundant one, then fructose and the galactose. The structure of glucose, fructose and galactose, these are the hexoses. Now the structure of pentose, deoxyribose and ribose sugar. You can see the structure. Now the glucose. In free state, monosaccharide glucose is present in all fruits, being abundant in grapes and dates. Our blood normally contains 0.8% of glucose. In combined form, it is found in many disaccharides and polysaccharides. Starch, cellulose and glycogen yield glucose on complete hydrolysis. Glucose is naturally produced in green plants. Process is known as photosynthesis. It is noteworthy that for the synthesis of 10 gram of glucose, 717.6 kcal of the solar energy is required. This is the important thing to remember. 10 gram of glucose required 717.6 kcal of the solar energy to form. The energy is stored in the glucose molecule as a chemical energy and become available in all organisms when oxidized in body. Now the second one is oligosaccharide. Oligosaccharide, they are comparatively less sweet in taste than monosaccharide. They are less soluble in water. On hydrolysis, oligosaccharide yield from 2 to 10 monosaccharide. Physiologically important disaccharides are maltose, sucrose and lactose. The ones yield 2 monosaccharides are known as disaccharide, those yield 3 are known as trisaccharides, and so on. Most familiar disaccharide is sucrose, cane sugar, which on hydrolysis yield glucose and fructose, both of which are reducing sugars. Now here you can see the covalent bond between the monosaccharide is a glycosidic linkage and they are known as disaccharides. Alpha glucose and alpha glucose, they combine to form glycosidic bond through a glycosidic bond and form our disaccharides. Polysaccharides, most complex and the most abundant carbohydrate in the nature. They are usually branched or tasteless. They are formed by several monosaccharide units linked by glycosidic linkage. What is a glycosidic linkage? The bond of carbon oxygen to carbon bond is known as glycosidic linkage. Polysaccharides have high molecular weight and are only sparingly soluble in water. Some biological important polysaccharides are starch, glycogen, cellulose, dextrin, agar, pectin and chitin. Some of example we study here. First of all, starch. It is found in fruits, grains, seeds and tubers. It is the main source of carbohydrates from animals. On hydrolysis, it yields glucose molecule. Starch are of two types, amylose and amylopectin. Amylose starches have unbranched chain of glucose and are soluble in hot water, whereas amylopectin starches have branched chain and are insoluble in hot water or cold water. Starch give blue color with iodine. Now the glycogen is also known as animal starch. Now there is a difference between starch and glycogen. What is the difference between them? Starches are the source of carbohydrate for animals. Starches are the source of carbohydrate for animals which come from the plants, whereas glycogen is the animal starch. They are stored in their body. It is the chief form of carbohydrate stored in animal body. It is found abundantly in liver and muscle liver and muscles. It is insoluble in water, give red color with iodine. It also yield glucose on hydrolysis. Now the cellulose is the most abundant carbohydrate in nature. Cotton is the pure form of cellulose. It is the main constituent of cell wall of plants. It is insoluble in water. On hydrolysis, it also yields glucose molecule. Why it yields glucose molecule? Because we have studied that the polysaccharides are formed by the combination of monosaccharides. So the monosaccharide use is glucose, which combine together through glycosidic bond and form the polysaccharide, which is cellulose. Cellulose give no color with iodine. It is not digested in the human digestive tract. In the herbivores, it is digested because of microorganisms, bacteria, yeast and protozoa in their digestive tract. The microorganisms secrete an enzyme called cellulase for its digestion. What is the process of digestion? During the digestion, the biochemical activity of an organism digests the product, and to digest the product, the enzyme is required for the digestion. So here is the cellulase enzyme. It is present in animal to digest the cellulose, whereas in the body of human digestive tract there is no production of cellulose. That is why human body is not capable of digesting this cellulose. Now these are the referencing from where I get my all the information. And thank you so much for watching this video, and kindly subscribe my channel and press the bell icon.